Seeking the perfect sister wife is a beautiful journey with a ton of baggage, and we will break where all the big happy polygamous families from Seeking Sister Wife are today. The Snowden family. In the season premiere, the Snowden couple was introduced. Ashley was portrayed as a stoic and patient wife to Dimitri, who was full of energy with even more love to pass around. Yet Dimitri was a little too eager during their first trial run while courting Jocelyn. Dimitri and Jocelyn had their first date, getting intimate after a shot or two. The next morning, Dimitri had the ultimate walk of shame and admitted everything to his wife, Ashley.
We were intimate.
Okay.
Just as quick as their rendezvous, Jocelyn gracefully disassociated from their awkward plural entanglement. All was good in their marriage once again, and in season 2, Dimitri and Ashley were excited to announce their new girlfriend, Vanessa. Vanessa and Ashley grew a sisterhood bond from the start. The children grew attached to Vanessa, which attracted both Dimitri and Ashley even more to her. After moving to California, they decided to continue their sisterhood and all moved in together. This time, Dimitri set the intimate boundaries with her immediately. The Snowden couple's diet was their religion, making non-negotiable rules for Vanessa to cut out beef of any kind. Vanessa made huge lifestyle changes in her diet and exercise, but everything became overwhelming for her. After their spiritual commitment, they divorced Vanessa. Viewers were more heartbroken than the Snowdens were. They were on to the next and introduced their new girlfriend on season 3. They met Crystalline from South Africa, and the Snowden throuple began again. But their happy marriage was nothing but a facade, and their marriage with Crystalline ended in divorce shortly after her debut. When the cameras stopped rolling, however, things got messy. In 2022, according to TMZ, Crystalline accused Dimitri of abuse and also claimed Ashley threw a bottle at her while also being verbally abusive, but the judge ended up dissolving the restraining order filed against them. The Alldredges Family. In season 1, the Alldredges had a bumpy road on their journey for third sister wife. They hit it off with a potential wife, but she got cold feet and ditched them at the airport. In season 2, they hit it off with Jennifer. Once Jennifer got what she wanted from the series, she abruptly left the Alldredges in the dust, blaming her sudden departure on her appendix bursting.
Don't know how that's going to work out, but, only time will tell.
On season 3, the Alldredge family met their perfect match and newest addition, Donna. Unfortunately for the viewers, Donna never made an appearance on the series. This turned out to be a smart decision, considering their turbulent marriage and subsequent divorce shortly tying the knot. The Alldredge family set the record straight about their short-lived marriage, stating, "Our marriage with Donna is over. We have been physically separated since November. Donna has successfully kept her personal life private and identity, for the most part, concealed." In 2022, Charis, Vanessa, and Jeff are a strong trio with a marriage today. But unfortunately, Charis admitted that the direction of Seeking Sister Wife didn't flow with their family's dynamic and did not return to the series. The Briney family. Wives April, Aurelie, and Angela were married to husband Drew. They had a growing family with 13 children altogether, but their appearance on season 1 was short-lived before they decided to not return, leaving a lot of viewers wondering what happened. April and Drew were married for 20 years before their decision to go on reality television. To April, this was a reason for their eventual divorce in June 2018. When they brought in Aurelie, the intention to coexist as a trio sister-wife dynamic was nothing short of a traumatic experience for the family. Angela stated she felt robbed of a happy experience in her plural marriage. Angela explained her experience as a cortex of emotional abuse with impossible baggage to sort through. April did not like where her portrayal was headed. After 2 weeks, she could sense that she would be edited out to be a villain. She ended up leaving the show and family altogether, and their short-lived reality star debut did not continue for a second season. April explained that she followed her husband for years and that she embraced plural marriage, but felt like Drew's other wives were trying to hurt her, and went further to explain how the reality series was the beginning of the outward unraveling of our family. After the sudden disappearance of April, the family shared a statement on their social media saying, "April left our family and took Drew's and her children out of state under the pretext of taking them for a local hike not far from our Oregon home. She never came back." They also shared that April would not accept any communication for the first month or so, and that the whole thing happened the first week of filming the season. The grief and heartache those of us left behind have been experiencing has been excruciating. The Mcgee Family. When couple Briney and Paige could not add to their family after being cautioned to stop conceiving children, the Mcgees began to look into the polygamous lifestyle more seriously. With 5 children, the Mcgees decided to begin their quest for a sister wife. The first priority was adding to the Mcgee family tree, especially for Paige, who wanted extra support in their potential sister wife. Eventually, they met Brandy and felt she was a good potential wife. Paige liked her, but not as much as Briney did. When they actually made the move to bring Brandy to visit them and start the courtship, Paige began to feel unexpected isolation, depression, and jealousy. Brandy left the Mcgee family after seeing the impact it had on Paige. Brandy's negative experience led her to give up on polygamy. Her October 2019 session was an open discussion about her relationship. Brandy admitted she was no longer thinking about a polygamous relationship. Going further to confess, polygamy doesn't seem like a realistic future for me. After they left the series in March of 2019, Paige and Briney were arrested and charged with stalking. Paige's brother, Patrick, and his girlfriend both reportedly feared for their lives. After accusing the couple of stalking him and his girlfriend by leaving harassing calls on his home, cell, and work phones. A couple months later, on June 15, 2019, Briney passed away at the age of 41 when he suffered a heat stroke and heart attack while riding his motorcycle. The devastating news rocked the fan base of Seeking Sister Wives. Paige has since made claims that Briney's heart attack was caused by the stress put on the family by her brother and mother. The Winder family. Husband Colton was married to Tammy and shared a daughter together. Colton married second wife Sophie. Sophie and Tammy had troubles connecting outside their religious views. Sophie appeared to be very closed off, anxious, and uncomfortable sharing her lifestyle to the neighborhood, let alone on national television, and it showed. By season 3, they had all moved in together and Sophie was expecting her first baby. They had issues with fertility afterwards and Sophie to start the process of fertilization, and on November 9th, they gave birth to a daughter, Isabella Grace. In 2022, the family announced their departure from the reality series, stating, "As some of you have seen, we won't be back for season 4 of Seeking Sister Wife." They wrote, "It makes sense to us why we weren't picked back up, as we've seen the show is taking a different path."
If we're not able to film you guys seeking a sister wife.
Then what's the documentary about?
The Clark family. Considered one of reality television's least popular entourage, the Clarks do not practice polygamy for religious reasons. Jared continued to suggest polygamy for years, to which his wife Vanessa finally agreed. And after meeting Kayla at a club, Jared considered her his dream girl. Kayla was integrated into Jared and Vanessa's relationship, but it did not take long before everything unraveled. Fans were very skeptical about Jared's ego-filled intentions for a plural marriage, witnessing him using his wives as a tactic to control them. Kayla had 2 jobs to support herself, but this became a huge point of contention in the family, especially the husband Jared. Kayla's self-sufficiency threatened Jared, so he suggested she quit working altogether. This ended up being a deal-breaker for Kayla, who left the family due to the pressures and expectations on her. And in 2022, Jared moved on and currently dates a woman named Emily. The Merrifields. Considered a controversial family of the series, couple Garrick and Danielle made a memorable impression when they appeared on season 3. But filming the reality series caused a lot of marital issues. Garrick felt a void in their marriage, hoping this would fill the gaps he felt with his wife for over 10 years, Danielle. They met Roberta, and it was difficult to incorporate her into their plural marriage considering Roberta didn't speak fluent English. Danielle felt like she was not enough for Garrick. "I felt very insecure in this marriage. Sometimes I wish Garrick would reassure he wasn't in this marriage to just leave me," Danielle tearfully stated. Over time, Danielle wasn't so sure she knew how to make this union work. In 2022, Garrick's marriage with Danielle was over,
so the dissolution is effective,
but continued to share photos of his second wife Roberta on Instagram. But his pompous portrayal on the reality series resulted in Garrick going radio silent on his social media due to the backlash from viewers. Seeking a sister wife to fill the gaps in an unhappy marriage. What are your thoughts on the series? Would you like to see more videos covering this show? Let us know, comment down below, subscribe to The Things Reality, and hit the bell to keep up with all your favorite reality shows.